All right, with tax reform hanging in the balance, with a government shutdown looming, with North Korea still menacing, what is the president focused on this morning? Let me show you. I will give you a dramatic reading of this right now. Let's put it up on the screen so I can see it and people can see it. We should have a contest as to which of the networks, plus CNN and not including Fox, is the most dishonest, corrupt, and or distorted in its political coverage of your favorite president, in parentheses, me. They are all bad. Winner to receive the fake news trophy. Look, at the risk of dignifying the statements that the president just made there, let me add that he must have read about all this news coverage because he professes not to see any of it. He's spending so much time reading documents. Let's discuss this and what the president is up to. Joining me now is Brian Stelter, host of CNN's Reliable Sources, our chief media correspondent. Brian.
Believe it or not, even when I'm in Washington or New York, I don't watch much television. That's what President Trump said recently.
Right.
People don't know that about me. They say I like to watch television. People with fake sources, fake reporters, fake sources. But I don't get to watch much television, primarily because of documents. I'm reading documents a lot. And yet, as you said, John, he must be hearing about what the media is reporting because he's been on a tear lately. Time Magazine, CNN International, now he's saying all the networks except for Fox. This president is once again in one of these modes where he is assaulting the free press. And I think it's astonishing for any leader, any public official. Right now it's President Trump, but if this were any U.S. president, or frankly any head of state from another country, we would be equally shocked by the kind of rhetoric we see on his Twitter feed.
Forget that CNN is included in it because that's not necessarily what's important here. What's important here is this is an assault on free speech. This is an assault on journalism, any journalism that he doesn't like.
He tears down outlets other than Fox because he wants to inoculate himself from the challenges around his White House. Every president has challenges in Congress, challenges in approval ratings. President Trump's challenges are especially severe at the end of his first year in office. So I think he's really always trying to inoculate himself against the coverage, telling his supporters they can't believe what they're hearing. But, you look at what he said about CNN over the weekend. I think it's worth showing some of our international reporters, some of whom spoke out on Twitter. They were sharing their own comments about how they felt about the president insulting their work. These are reporters who are truly in harm's way.
He criticized CNN International, and of course CNN International has some of the greatest reporters in the world who are in war zones, covering famine, human suffering, refugee crises around the world, and President Trump chose to talk about them. We have some pictures, or had some pictures, of course, of our journalists at work around the world doing what they do, and even that he seems to have a problem with.
He calls real news fake while actually promoting fake news. Over the weekend, he promoted a site full of fake information. He said, this is what the media should be reporting. It is a really dramatic contrast when he's doing that while actually diminishing the real kind of reporting that CNN and CNN's rivals all do. There are lots of major networks in the U.S. and all around the world working very hard to figure out what's really going on. And you see some of our correspondents here on the screen right now. It's disappointing to see any leader talking about wanting to award a fake news trophy, but especially when it's an American president, because normally American presidents stand up for press freedom in order to support journalists in other countries.
Right. Again, this isn't just about us. This is about truth. This is about facts, which he's choosing to ignore in some cases, and promoting these conspiratorial websites as sources of information, sites that in some cases have nationalistic tendencies, the traffic conspiracy theories and the like.
It's all of a piece. If it's positive for him, it's real. If it's negative for him, it's fake. I think most of our viewers see through that.
All right, Brian Stelter, thank you so much for being with us. I really appreciate it.